Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for coming today. I am Juan Jimenez. I'm a second-year PhD student in the Blueberry Bream program, and today I want to do this workshop called "Empowering Your PhD Journey at UF." Yeah. So I'm from Nadia. Can you play? I'm from no, play. It's a video. So I'm from Barranquilla, Colombia. This is my hometown. I'll start introducing myself. So I want to talk a little bit about my life path before I start with the main topic. So in 2020, I graduated from high school in 2009, and then I started studying computer science. So I was not sure what to do. I just took this as my first career, and then I quit because I didn't like it. I didn't feel this passion for this profession. So then I moved to the Air Force, the Colombian Air Force. I was 1 year getting some training to be a pilot, but then again, I didn't feel the passion, so I quit. And then I remember I was working in a call center, and I asked one person, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stick here for a long time?" And then she told me, "No, I'm gonna study in this institution that is free for all Colombians." I was like, "Wow, let me take a look and see if I can find anything for me." So then I remind myself that I was doing this traditional high school experiment all the time. I was just putting seeds in water and growing, plants. And I was fascinated with this idea. So that was the moment that I was thinking, okay, I think this is my passion. Let's start finding some resources to study. So I found this institution, and they give me free education for 2 years. So I did a minor in agriculture production, and then I fell in love with plants. I fell in love with the idea of working with farmers. So after that, I started working in an oil palm company. It's called Indupalma. It's the biggest oil palm company in Colombia. And then I moved to the USDA of Colombia. It's called AgroSavia. I was working as a research assistant. And then I got a scholarship to go to a study in Honduras, my bachelor degree in agriculture production in Zamorano University. When I was there in the second year, I fell in passion. I fell in love with plant breeding because it fusioned a lot of things that I liked: plants, farmers, and genetics. So I decided to start looking for opportunities to do my grad school. Unfortunately, my English was very bad at that time, so I had to start doing internships to get more English and get more involved in grad school. So I started doing a first internship here at University of Florida in the horticulture science department. I was working a project related with improving the color of the red lettuce so that it can have more health benefits for people using LED lights. And then when I finished this short internship, I moved to the strawberry breeding program. I was doing internship for 1 year and a half. And then I was very involved with plant breeding. I have the time to practice my English and then get ready for grad school. But then when I started applying to UF, the pandemic came, and the professors were like, okay, I don't know if they're gonna have opportunities for you, so I have to move to Nebraska. And then I did my master's degree at Lincoln, Nebraska. I was working with hybrid wheat, but then I moved back to Florida, and currently I'm a PhD student in the Blueberry Breeding program. I wanted to do this introduction about myself because I want to relate with you guys. I want you to know that the person that is talking today is not a stranger. I've been living a lot of challenges in my life, different systems, more strict like the military system, or more flexible like we are living in our common lives. But believe me, I've been passing through a lot of processes. And what I want to share with you is all of these tools, all of these things that help me to go through all of these processes in my life with you guys, so you can take advantage and apply this in grad school. So I just want to say that some things maybe not apply to you, and my intention is not that you copy and paste all the resources that I'm gonna share, but that you know, if you find something useful, please just take it and apply in your life. So let's start talking about the PhD journey. When we all start this journey, we were all excited, and we have all of this energy in our system, and we are like, wow, finally I get into grad school, I'm gonna go to the university. And we are like this person, looking different ways, different directions. Oh, maybe I can do an experiment in this, I can apply to that, I can travel, I can do this, that. But we don't have idea at the beginning how this is gonna go, what is the plan. So at the first year, we are so excited, but we are also so confused and we don't know how it is. That's how the PhD journey starts. So then we have the perfect plan. We are like, okay, A, B, C, D, boom, I get the title, I finish. But the reality is that this is the real PhD journey. It's full of downs and ups. And guys, life is like this. If we have this idea that life is gonna be perfect, that everything is gonna be fine, that you have to be happy all the time, that's not true. We have moments of darkness and moments of light, and that is necessary. Imagine the night and the day. In the day, the plants activate. All the animals are very active, and they go and find food, and the plants do photosynthesis. But at night, they turn off. We need the darkness, and we need the light. And that's why I see the PhD is a very important experience for our lives, because it prepares us for things that we are going to face later or early in our lives. Another way to see that is, okay, when you publish in social media all the good photos and the fancy photos of your experiments, and wow, you are traveling, you are going to conferences, and that's what people see, right? But then the reality is that we have to face all of these. We need to be persistent. We have to face failure, sacrifice, dedication, hard work, and discipline. And that's what people don't see, that the PhD life is not just happiness all the time. We have to put a lot of energy on that. So the PhD for me is an experience for personal and professional growth. It's a very integrative experience that forces us to see and do a lot of things that we never thought in our life. So the PhD life is more than a degree. It's a very transformative experience. And today I'm going to put these three cases. Natalia Salinas, she's from Ecuador, and she did the PhD in the strawberry breeding program. Jose Suazo, he is from Honduras, and he did a master's degree in the turf grass breeding program. And Cristina Pinar, she's from the United States, and she worked in a PhD. She did a PhD in plant breeding, working with the corn breeding program. So look at the person next to you right now. This person, your colleague, is gonna be like, the colleague in the future is gonna look like that. They are in huge companies. They are having a good life. They have money. They have different challenges that what we are facing right now. And believe me, we're gonna be these people in 1, 2, or 3 years. So that's the goal that we have, and we are just gonna get out of this system. We just need to have all the tools and learn as much as we can to prepare for this future. They are working in huge companies, but they have something in common that I saw when I was here doing my internship. So the value of one person, for people that like the equations, is basically the knowledge plus the skills that you can develop, right? But the attitude of that person multiply the value of this person. And that's what they all have, good attitude. That's how they get these jobs, showing good attitude in the interviews. And that's how they are maintaining these positions. So I encourage you guys to focus on this in the PhD journey, have the right attitude. So, but what is to have, what does it mean to have a good attitude? So it's being resilient, be open-minded, be patient, be perseverant, adaptable, be collaborative with other people, be curious, optimistic, and then believe in yourself. That's how it looks to have a good attitude. And the good thing of all of this is that we can do it, because you can learn how to have a good attitude. It's not something innate on your system. You were not born with that. You can define attitude every single day since you wake up every morning. So let's talk about common challenges that we all have in the PhD journey. We may experience stress and anxiety, time management problems, overworking, supervisor issues, imposter syndrome, isolation, unhealthy work-life balance, lack of support systems, lack of motivation, financial pressure, and sometimes high academic standards. Tell me, guys, do you relate with one, two, or more of two of these? Right? We suffer all of these. We have to experience that in grad school. So, but today the idea is that I'm going to share with you resources to overcome all of these. So let's start sharing the resources. First of all, I want to start with this. We are no islands. And most important, we are not designed to be islands. It's impossible that we have this idea of, okay, I'm going to do this by myself the whole time. We have resources around, and we have people around us. So we need to understand that this system is about collaborations, networking, work together, find the resources. We are no islands. And the more you isolate in this journey, the more you're going to suffer, believe me. So we have to establish a strong support network. But how can we do that? Well, you can talk with your academic advisor if you have a good relationship. You can talk with other fellow grad students and create communities. You can find mentors. A mentor could be a supportive faculty member, a graduate coordinator, a postdoc, even the field managers. They have tons of experience and they have families and they can be your mentors in different areas. So talking with your family, with your partner or your friends is very important to let them be part of this support network. But here I want to stop a little bit and talk about this because I was doing something wrong maybe with this point. I was thinking, okay, I need to support my family. I need to be the strong guy, but I am in grad school with all of these challenges that we already saw. And I never communicate to them bad things, always positive things, because I'm an international student, I'm far from home. So I was thinking, okay, they cannot do anything for me. They are so far. And if I bring them worries, it's gonna be hard for them. But at the same time, I was so in need of support and a very close support, which is, for example, my family. And then one day I decide, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start communicating more. Okay, this is the real life. Because they were thinking, as I showed before, the top of the iceberg. Oh, this guy is having fun, have a lot of money, he's in the United States, making, the American dream. That's not true all the time. I work a lot. I have to face a lot of challenges as we all do. So when I start communicating with them in a more realistic way, they understood. They give me more space. And also they didn't bring me their negative things because some days you cannot tolerate one more negative thing. So it's very important that you communicate this with your partners, with your family. Tell them, hey, you know what? I'm having a really bad time right now. I have 2 weeks that I don't need negative things. Please just send me good vibes, send me positive things. Even send me a gift or something that will help me in my journey as a PhD student. So the more you communicate, the better these people is gonna be a strong support network for you. And then finally, and not the least, counselors. And you're gonna hear this all the time. We pay fees and we have free resources because we pay. We have free counseling services here in the University of Florida. And I know if you are connected, any university, you have the same. So please, guys, let's take advantage of these services. How can this support network help you with all of the challenges in the PhD journey that I mentioned before? For stress and anxiety, this network can help you with emotional support. And if you talk with a counselor, stress relief techniques. For time management, they can help you with productivity tips and with accountability for you to manage better your time. For overworking, they can encourage you to take breaks. That's very important. For supervisor issues, they can give you guidance. For example, if another faculty member knows well your supervisor, they can guide you and tell you, okay, do more of this, do less of that, because I know this person, For imposter syndrome, they can give you reassurance. They can remind you who you are, because it's very common that we forget who we are in this journey. So this support network can help you with that. And then for isolation, you can have social connection with this support network. For work-life balance, they can give you boundary reminders. So you can remind yourself, okay, I need to stop now because if not, I'm gonna explode. Lack of support system, they can give you a sense of belonging to one community. For lack of motivation, they can encourage you all the time. For financial pressure, they can share resources and give you emotional support when you need it. And for high academic standards, they can give you feedback and realistic expectations so you don't need to freak out for the GPA. So my invitation today is that we have to create our own environment, especially in this country, which sometimes the culture is about, goals, people. Sometimes it's very individualistic, and they are just focusing goals. They don't have time to socialize, to help other people. I want to encourage you guys that we will become more nice with people and with the society in general. Sometimes we just focus in ourselves, and that stress us a lot all the time because I'm thinking in my future, in my career, in the lack of skills that I have. But I want to invite you to create your own network, your own environment, so that you can enjoy this journey. Because the idea is not just getting the title; it's also enjoying every day. Because time passes, and it's a unique moment in our lives. We need to try to enjoy this. So one example of that is the Potluck Parties group. This is a group that we start creating with some grad students in the plant breeding program. And we one day just start talking, and then it was this crazy idea of why we don't do a soup party. Let's do a soup party. And then we start with a soup party. So every person have to make a soup, and people from different countries bring different soups. So that was amazing. We have a time to relax, to decompress from grad school, and to talk and have a really good social time. Then we have the potato party. So every person had to make a dish with potato, any dish with potato. And the last one that we did was the breakfast party, in which people were very creative, making different dishes that they think are breakfast, but sometimes, it doesn't look like a breakfast, but we have the breakfast party. So that was a really nice opportunity for us to socialize and support each other. And this is an example of what I say, create your own environment. Don't wait until someone invites you to do things and just stay in your bedroom, in your bed, just laying down. Just go outside and say, okay, I want to do this. Who want to do this? Who? And then just make the group. We can create our own environments. So for stress and anxiety, what resources do we have? Well, I discovered I have a back pain. It was really bad, like 3 days with this back pain. I take medicine and it doesn't help me. It was like an spasm. So I needed a massage. And guess what? We have a free massage chair in the health science library. And we have another we have two actually, in the Southwest Recreation Center. And again, guys, they are free because we pay for that. And nobody uses it. I saw this chair was empty all the time. People go to the gym, but they don't go to the chair. So please, guys, we have the resources. Let's use it. And then if you want a full body massage, it's just $33. This is a really good deal because normally a massage is $200 or something for 15 minutes. So you can go to the Florida School of Massage and it's just $33. For more resources and people can teach you how to handle stress, Gator Well is a hen agency inside of the campus. It is in the Rates Union, so you guys can go and visit, and they have really good counselors, and believe me, it's very, very good. I've been using that, and it's so good. And then we have the UF Counseling and Wellness Center. This is the place that you want to go if you really think you need professional help, if you need someone that knows about stress and anxiety. And again, it's free because we pay for that. For mindfulness, mindfulness is a really good technique that I've been practicing and that I recommend a lot. So what is mindfulness? It's basically you train your mind to be in the present moment. So you become more conscious of the moment that you are living right now, the sensations that you are feeling right now. Why this is important? Because we have so many distractions. All of these companies create like social media, cell phones, and all of these distractions because they want us to be addicted to all of these. And if not, if you don't believe me, oh, this guy is exaggerated. Okay, I want to encourage you to decide one day this week that you turn off your cell phone, and you will see what you are going to start feeling. A lot of anxiety to go to a cell phone, to start, checking your social media or the last email or whatever you have in the cell phone. So we are in an era of addiction to distraction, and that make us be persons that are hard to concentrate. It's been there is a study that say that we receive around 46 notifications every single day, and this is so many distractions. So there is people that were very good in reading books, and now they have a hard time to read a book because all of this is happening in our brains. So that's why it's very important to be in the present moment and not, in the future or in the past. So I want to ask you guys, how do you start your day? What kind of ideas come to your mind? Are you thinking in the future, in the next step that you need to do in your experiment, in the things that you did yesterday? That's very important because what you put in your mind in the first moment in the morning is gonna determine a lot of things in your life, like your mood in this day is gonna change a lot. So when you practice, for example, gratefulness, is very good and have a huge impact in your day. You can start, for example, in the night before writing 3 things that you think you are grateful for. It could be something simple like, okay, this person smiled to me today, and I'm grateful for that. I saw a beautiful flower when I went home, and then next day in the morning, you wake up and you read these positive things, immediately your mind is full of positive things. Because we normally, humans, historically, we have this brain that is always in the mood of survival. 1,000 years ago, when we have to survive in the forest, maybe because it was an animal that is going to attack you, we have this mental reaction that is in our system. Right now, we don't need that because we don't have like a lion in front of our house, but we have the same mechanism. And what is happening in our brains right now is that we use this mechanism to start thinking in all the negative things. Oh, maybe I will don't pass this exam. Oh, this person saw me in a weird way. Maybe I'm not good enough. Or maybe the experiment is gonna fail. And we fill our mind with all of these negative things. And imagine this create a lot of like charge in our brain. And that's how we have stress, we have anxiety, we have all of these feelings. So I encourage you guys to practice mindfulness because also that can help you to have an internal satisfaction. These, social media and all the marketing is telling us, okay, you need to have this, you need to experience this, you need to travel to that place. But we forget that we have a lot of things inside. And sometimes there is a lot of noise inside and we don't pay attention to that. So mindfulness also helps you to go inside of yourself and then just help you to be more calm and more concentrated. And then your performance, believe me, is gonna be much more better and less reactive. That's very important because when we experience a lot of stress and all of this anxiety, we become more reactive. And this is not good when you are a reactive person. You can make a lot of mistakes. So the key message here is please be more intentional with your self-care. And a happy person is not a person in a certain set of circumstances, but rather a person with a certain set of attitudes. Sometimes we pay attention too much to all the external things, and depending on that, we become this kind of person. But we have inside the opportunity every day to change our attitude, and then we cannot avoid sometimes these circumstances, but what we can control is the way that we handle all of these moments in our life. So are you really conscious of what you are doing? When you cook in the kitchen, do you hear the sound of the eggs when they are cooking, or when you take a shower in the morning, do you really feel the sensation of the water when it start, touching your skin, or do you smell whatever you are putting in your hair or in your body? So this is mindfulness, guys. It's very, very important that we learn these techniques, because then we can manage our thoughts, and then that can have a positive impact in our lives. So the ideas are like a wild horse that go to our mind all the time. So bring the wild horses to the range, and then calm them, and then train them. That's kind of the idea with our thoughts, that we can control our thoughts, and then calm them, and then train our brains to be in the present moment and to have calm independently of the circumstances that we have. And this can help us to have a better life during the PhD journey. For time management and overworking, we have, again, in the Gator Well resource, in the Rates Union, they teach you how to balance your priorities, how to become more productive, and then how to stay more focused in managing your time. So they have individual wellness coaching appointments that you can ask for, and then can walk you through your daily schedule and help you to do that. For example, they have this technique is called the Ivy Lee method. So they encourage you to, last night, you write down six tasks that you have to do next day, and then you prioritize this task, and then they encourage you next day to do just these 6 tasks and no more than this. Also, they can help you. They have templates, and they can help you to make schedules like this. And the good thing is that they encourage you to include inside of these schedules time for self-care, for example, for meditation, or for a walk around and just relax and see what is happening around, just to watch a video that have positive vibes for you, something like that. So they teach you how to do that. They are coaches available for all of us. For supervisor issues, what I recommend is, first, have an open communication with your supervisor. Tell them ask them, what do you expect from me? And tell them, what are you expecting from them? So this very open communication can help you to really set realistic goals, and just take notes of what they do, and just do it. Just do your job, no more than that. And you will see how this can help you to improve your relationship with your supervisor. And also, you can seek for guidance. Again, there are a lot of faculty members, mentors, and peers that know your advisor, and that they can advise you how to do that, because they have more experience maybe handling with these people. And then do a self-reflection. Take a coffee or your favorite drink, and just sit down and ask yourself, how is my communication style with this person? I'm really communicating, or I'm just complaining inside, and just complaining with other people, but never talking with these people and saying how you are feeling, or what do you expect from them, And then be realistic in your work habits. Are you really taking advantage of the opportunity that you have right now here in grad school? Because, there is a filter process. There is a reason why you are here. So are you really honoring this opportunity or no? You have to be, have this self-reflection with yourself. And then the interactions that you have with other people also can help you with that. And find ways to improve what you can control, and adapt to what you cannot control. Sometimes there are labs that work in a style that you really don't like, because you never experienced that style. But man, if you cannot change this system, the only way that you can finish this is just adapting to the system. So just try to adapt. And then if you can control something, for example, in your lab, you don't do statistics. Let's put an example. You work with apples, and they don't do statistics, and you want to learn that. You can go find a professor that works with statistics and make a collaboration and put a chapter in your thesis that talks about statistics. That is something that we can control, for example. So I encourage you guys to do that. For imposter syndrome, there are different kinds of imposter syndrome. Some people may ask, what is imposter syndrome? Well, as the title says, imposter, you believe you are not you, but a different person. You believe that you are not good enough, that you don't deserve any award or any recognition for all your work. It's kind of that. So there are different styles. There is one called the superhero. It's this person that overwork all the time to don't feel inadequate in the lab, for example. The natural genius is the person that always is looking for heavy, very, very heavy goals in the life, because if not, this person feel bad about that. The expert never feel like satisfied with the level of understanding of things and have to be study all the time and find the explanation for every single detail about that. The perfectionist is never completely happy with the work that they are doing, and they, feel bad about what they are doing all the time. And no, I don't feel this is good enough. And the solace, this kind of type of imposter syndrome is this person that prefer to work alone and don't ask for help because they are afraid of what people is gonna say, what they are gonna do, or maybe I think I'm not good enough. And I'm a PhD student. Wow, PhD, this looks like so professional. So you need to know everything. And I'm afraid to ask people. So guys, please don't doubt about your skills, your intellect, and your accomplishment. If you are here, it's for one reason. If you are here, it's because you guys are good enough, because you have the right skills to do this. So to overcome imposter syndrome, one of the first things is if you see someone around you that is having this kind of types of imposter syndrome, talk with this person in a gently way and say, you know what, I see you work a lot and you are doing so great, but man, I see that your health and you look like tired all the time. Why you don't take a break? Let's go around. Or you can show them my presentation or something and say, hey, I hear about imposter syndrome. I don't know, I don't want to judge you, but maybe you should take a look at this. And I've been maybe experiencing all that. I don't know, just try to help each others, because it's very common that we don't detect that and we are having this imposter syndrome all the time, but we don't know that we have it. So it's very good when someone tells you. And then again, the university have a lot of resources. The CWC, the Counseling and Wellness Center, is full of resources, and you can, again, we pay for that. Please, let's use this service, and you can find help to overcome imposter syndrome. So for isolation and unhealthy work-life balance, and for lack of support system, we have tons of resources. We have the Arts and Craft Center. This is a place in the Race Union in which you can create ceramic articles. You can do painting. You can perform like pottery and all of these techniques. And again, it's free for everyone. There are some charges for some articles, but you can have access to that. If you like music, if that makes you relax and decompress, we have the music department that they have recitals almost every single day. If you go there, you can have the schedule, and you will see that all the students need to deliver, something before they graduate. And when they graduate, also they have, it's like their thesis project. So you can have access to that, and it's free all the time. And then we have the game room in the Rates Union. They have free video games, they have bowling lines, they have a lot of things available for us. We have clubs like the Gator Salsa. You can dance for free on Tuesday and Thursdays nights. So we have tons of resources to overcome this isolation and unhealthy work-life balance. We have students organizations and sport clubs. I am part of the fencing club. I fence on Mondays and Wednesdays, and it's totally free, and we pay for that. And I don't see, I'm the only grad student there. So please, guys, let's use these resources. And then we have in the Marson Library something called the Marker Space, the Maker Space, sorry. So in this space, we have machines, like sewing machines that you can use for free. We have machines to make like T-shirts, and we have 3D printers. So all of this, again, we pay fees for that, and we never use it. So please, guys, I encourage you to, do something. Just take a break and just explore these resources. Also, the university have outdoor adventure and recreation club. They make a lot of trips in the outdoors. And if you can see in this part, they put like the trips that they're gonna do or the activity that they're gonna do and the cost of the activity, which is sometimes like carpool. So you can have an affordable price to go and do hiking, camping, fishing, and all of these activities, not just in Florida, they sometimes go to Georgia and other states. So that's another resource. And then we have the water management system in Florida, and they have these recreation spots. So you can rent one of these spots for free, and you can do camping in Florida. Also, we have a lot of trails around Gainesville. I encourage you guys to go during the day or finish your day just going and walking around this and connecting with nature. What I say about mindfulness, you can practice this here and just connect with everything and decompress your mind. That will help you a lot to release anxiety and stress. And for lack of motivation, well, if you work in time management, that can help you a lot because sometimes we are desmotivated because we don't have time to have fun. You have to define in your schedule some moment in your life to have fun. And then you should find your way, you know, remember why you are here. Remember this person that start applying to the university to go to grad school. What was your passion? What was your inspiration? So remind yourself why you are here, what motivates you to be here. And then you can seek for support in your support network, as I mentioned before, that can help you to overcome lack of motivation. And then self-care, that's very important. Taking breaks, celebrate small wins. I have this habit of having a coffee or an ice cream every Friday because I deserve that. Even if my week was bad, I have an ice cream or a coffee. I love that. So that's my way to celebrate my own achievements every week and eliminating distractions. Visualization techniques, that's very important. When I was in Nebraska, it was a lot of snow, and then I missed fishing outdoors because it's too cold, you cannot go. Well, you can do ice fishing, but it was very hard. So what I did was I stayed in my bedroom, I put headphones, and I put a video on YouTube with fishing songs. So you can hear everything about fishing, you know, just bringing it into the water and then bringing the fish. And that connects me a lot with this moment because for me, that works. It's my way to relax. But maybe for you, it's like beach songs or hiking songs or whatever. But these visualization techniques can help you to have more motivation. And then just explore new interests. I already shared with you a lot of resources. So please, guys, take advantage and explore that. And then another thing that I learned is that it's very good when you tell this to yourself. This is the best place in the world to do a PhD. Even if this is not the best place, if you tell this and repeat this to yourself, you are gonna start looking at Gainesville or at the University of Florida in any research center that you are in a different way. I think it's very important that we are grateful with the moment that we are right now and with the place that we are right now. Even if it's not perfect, it's never gonna be perfect, believe me. I've been passing through a lot of places that I think, oh, this is the perfect place. No, this no. And there is always something that you don't like. But you can tell yourself, there is no place like Florida. And that helps you a lot to enjoy this journey. For financial pressure, we have the Student Financial Aid and Scholarship Center. You can find a lot of resources there. They have a lot of opportunities. For the Grad Student Council, they have travel awards. The grad school have a lot of fellowships, assistantships, and a lot of resources. And the College of Agriculture and Life Science, again, they have a lot of awards available for us. So I encourage you guys to apply and find these resources. Also, the Alachua County have this community resource guide. They have resources for everything, for basic needs, for medical, for mental health, for smoking cessation, for everything. So in this link, you can find all the information that Alachua County have available for every single person that live here. For high academic standards, well, the GPA in grad school is something different. Believe me, nobody that I know that get a job is they don't show the GPA. The companies doesn't care about your GPA. So it's not fundamental that you are still fighting as an undergrad to have a good GPA because it's not worth it. And I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of colleagues that they kill themselves to have the A all the time. And because of that, they don't have work-life balance or they are super stressed. You know, just 3.0. That's all that we need, 3.0. So focus on that. And then again, if you manage your time, you're gonna have more time, you know, to study and to have the academic standards that you need. Also collaboration with the other colleagues. Sometimes, as I mentioned before, we think that we need to know everything, but there is another person that knows very well how to do something. There is people for everything. So let's collaborate each others. And then you can use different study techniques like summarizing, teaching. The best way to learn is by teaching because you need to prepare yourself and know very well the topic. And then you can use like discussions with different peers about topics that you don't understand. You can use flashcards, mind maps, self-quizzing, YouTube videos, and Coursera. These are very good resources that have been helping me during my PhD journey and also my master's degree. And manage stress and work-life balance. Again, I already present that. If you apply that, you're gonna have more time and you're gonna be more relaxed to study very well. And then finally, 30 minutes rule. The 30 minutes rule is, okay, when you want to learn something new, you set up 30 minutes during the day. You disconnect from everything, but just focus on this. No 20, no 1 hour, just 30 minutes. And you will see how in a month you are gonna learn all the thing that you want to learn. The writing studio, if you have issues and you don't know how to start writing your thesis, this is an amazing resource. I've been using this like 3 or 4 times, and they help you from like the beginning. I have this idea, I don't know how to put this together. They help you to organize, to make an outline, or to have a template to start writing until, okay, I have this document, I just need a final review for grammar or something. This resource is available. And again, we pay for that, so please use it. How is the way that we remember things? Well, after 10 days, we remember 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what we see and write, but 90% of what we say and do. So the best way to learn is by doing. So if you practice, if you really get involved into what you are learning, you are gonna learn this very well and remember all of this. So use as many resources to teach yourself new things. And some common qualities of a good PhD student. Well, so, this is something that I found and I was like, okay, maybe it's good to share. So a good PhD student is a curious person. It's something that is always asking yourself how things work. Someone that loves learning, that pay attention to details, that have a good time management, that is persistent, that collaborate with each others, and that is resilience. And guess what? We don't need to be genius to have all of these. All of those things are no characteristics of a genius person or someone that have these when they were born. We can learn all of these. And that's, again, the attitude that we put in this journey. We can learn all of this. So I encourage you guys, again, it's just a change of attitude. That's all that we need. So advancements often come after periods of doubt and repeated attempts. I've been passing through a lot of things, a lot of failure. I quit, and my family doesn't like when I quit a lot of those things. And, I lose a lot of money. I have, a big loan in a bank to go to Air Force, and I have to pay that. So it was a lot of failure and repeated attempts of, trying new things. But now, I feel really nice with my life. I know what I'm doing, and I love what I'm doing. and I think I'm going in the right direction. What was the difference? The attitude that I put. Just being persistent, perseverant all the time, like a drop of water that just go until it breaks the rock, and then have a lot of passion for what you are doing. Again, so finally, the key message here is do something. Don't just stay in your bedroom or don't just complain all the time. Yes, you can complain. That's nice. You can cry. That's okay. I've been crying a lot. But okay, you cry, you stop, and then you start doing something. Because if not, you're not going to find different outcomes in what you are doing. And then find resources. We have tons of resources. And just share a little bit, but we have more resources in campus and around. And there is always someone for something. Just find this expert on this topic and ask this person, can you help me with that? Can you teach me how to do that? We are in this journey of learning new things. So find people, find resources, and don't be afraid to ask, please. Again, we are not islands. We are social people. So again, the PhD is not just a degree. I hope you understand today that it's a transformative experience. And we are gonna be these guys in just 2 or 3 years. I hope we all meet in different conferences and wow, you are in this company, you are in this institution, wow. That's gonna be us in less than 3 years. So again, it's about attitude. All is about attitude. So finally, I want to present today something that I was thinking we should create, and it's the UF Grad Student Support Group. So we are creating a support group to share resources, to encourage each others. And if you want to be part of this, please scan this barcode. It's a WhatsApp group that we are gonna start sharing tons of resources with you guys, and that we hope that if you join the group also, you start sharing resources. If there is, I don't know, free food in one place, or a social event, or something to have fun, like we can have access, just share in the group. And that's kind of the idea, share valuable resources. And with that, thank you so much for your attention, and I will be happy to take any questions or suggestions. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We can leave the barcode maybe for people to scan. Yes, I'm gonna share the slides maybe, and the YouTube channel is gonna have the presentation.